Turn your living room into a joyful, hands-free playroom with CoComelon Sing and Play with JJ. Your child sings, moves, and learns right alongside JJ and friends, all on the big screen. It's designed thoughtfully to spark speech, rhythm, and coordination through songs and active play. Try an ad-free, safe, and interactive way to make screen time part of their learning and growth. Parents love how easy it is, voice-controlled and frustration-free. Kids love every moment of singing, laughing, and playing along. It's fun for them, and it's feel-good for you. Available now in the Volley app on your smart TV. Just search Volley in your TV's app store and start your free trial of CoComelon Sing and Play with JJ today. That's CoComelon Sing and Play with JJ. Available now in the Volley app on your smart TV. Search Volley and start your free trial today.
Volley. Welcome to Homeschooling Outside the Box, the podcast that encourages and equips moms to homeschool an outside-the-box child. Hey everybody, I'm Cindy Renna, and this is episode 20, I think. Actually, I'm not really sure, so I'm sort of losing track, and I think I'm going to take this out of my intro now that I'm saying it to you. So this is the episode where I'm going to talk about why I'm thankful for autism. How about that? I'm not going to number it. Okay, so this is actually coming from a blog post I wrote a couple years ago on Thanksgiving, of all times. And it was presented as sort of an open letter to moms who have outside-the-box children, and for those who don't have outside-the-box children, I was hoping it would give some sort of perspective to them. So again, like I said, I published it the week of Thanksgiving, maybe a couple days before in 2017. And I had just said, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I would like to pour out some gratitude to a rather odd recipient, autism. So in honor of Autism Awareness Month, this month in April, I'm going to read you this letter and put it in audio form for this podcast so you can enjoy it this way. So here it goes. Dear Autism, I am so very thankful for you. 7 years ago, I never thought I would say that, but I'm saying it now. You have made me a better mother. I'm really not sure I would have been so great at this motherhood thing had God not used you to challenge me. When the ante was upped, twice, and then again when we found out our third son had ADHD and dyslexia, some sort of superpower began to grow inside of me. A determination was ignited to do well at this quest, to take it on with full gusto, to persevere against all odds. I became David against Goliath, and just like with David, the superpower is not my own. God gives strength to the weary, and he increases the power of the weak. And boy, autism, did you make me weak at first. Fall to my knees weak, full of doubt and fear weak. How in the world am I going to do this? Weak. Helpless weak. Hopeless weak. And that ended up being a really good place to be, because when I'm weak, he is strong. Autism, you have forced me to wear a new pair of parenting glasses. You forced me to become a thinking mother. I traded in my twaddle-filled parenting magazines for books of substance. I began to learn and change and grow. I vowed that survival mode would not be good enough for my family. We would keep growing until we thrived. You have forced me to look, really look at my children with all of their unique strengths and challenges and see who they are as individuals. Not who I want them to be, not who I hope they'll become, but who they actually are right now, and love them where they're at. Every idiosyncrasy, every unique interest, every piece of their soul. While we're on the subject, I would also like to thank you for my specialized knowledge in all things Minecraft, Lego, Marvel superheroes, Blue's Clues, Harry Potter, Star Wars, famous artists, famous composers, anything Roald Dahl wrote, A Christmas Carol, and the comparison of any movie that was originally a book and eventually ruined by Disney. These are, or have been, a special interest of my boys at some point, and without you, Autism, I would have never had so many great conversations about them. You have made me better, Autism, but in order to do so, you had to humble me first. See, I was a really great mom before I had kids. Then I was going to be a really great mom to the perfect children. And then my children were born and they weren't perfect. And I realized I wasn't either. You have showed me the best view to have is from the bottom, looking up. The best perspective is that turned toward another. The best way to fill your soul is to empty yourself for someone else. Autism, you have used my children in so many public situations to cure me of the disease of caring what others think about me. The stinging words, the condescending looks, the frozen stares, the head shakes, the bless your hearts, and the unwanted advice all hurt, but falling from pride usually does. I now have a special appreciation for the scripture, God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble, because of you. Oh, you have taken me on many ups and downs, Autism. The challenges have been more painful than I imagined, but the victories, oh, how sweet the victories have been. I dare say I savor every milestone, every look in the eye, every moment of true connection, every obstacle overcome, more than I would have with a typical child. Just when I thought you had depleted me for my own good, I remembered that God never wastes a hurt. You have also opened my eyes to those hurting around me. My painful moments became stories of hope for another person. The mind-boggling challenges that we struggled with became points of connection with another mother going through the same thing. I went from feeling completely isolated to seeing a beautiful web being formed between myself and other mothers struggling with the same challenges. Autism, you introduced me to wonderful people I would have never met otherwise. Teachers, trainers, leaders, therapists, principals, doctors, coaches, babysitters, peers, friends. The people who I hold so dear in my heart would have never touched our lives without this diagnosis. Precious friends and loved ones have been in the trenches with us and supported us. They have gotten to know our children and invested in them and loved them, truly loved them. And that may have never happened without having such a big reason to do so. We have shared our life with some of the best people I've ever met because we needed them. And now for homeschool. Autism, I had absolutely zero intention of homeschooling my children until we met. I was going to be Little Miss PTA, and that was that. But when I pulled Benjamin out of school, I knew that there would need to be a different road for us. Homeschool, an answer to a problem in preschool, has turned into a lifestyle of learning I cannot imagine our family living without. I cannot thank you enough for the gift of homeschool and the opportunities it has given us to connect and grow as a family. I cannot end this letter without mentioning food. Autism, I really hated you for this one for a while. Our diets are so inconvenient, so restrictive, so expensive and annoying at times, and yet I know we are healthier for it. I know that I'm building disciplines in my children's lives that are making them stronger and that will make them better adults. You opened my eyes to the travesty that is the food industry today, and that awareness has helped me to make better choices. Autism, I never asked for you. I never wanted you. I would never wish you on anyone. But I can be thankful in all things, including you. Affectionately yours, Cindy Renna. Thanks so much for listening to Homeschooling Outside the Box. If you are loving the show, please consider heading over to iTunes and leaving a review. This is a really great way to help other moms find out about the show so they can be encouraged and equipped just like you are. For more encouragement for yourself, head over to cindyrenna.com. I've got blog posts on there. You can listen to past episodes of the podcast, and there's even a shop if you're looking for something to help equip you more in your homeschool. Things like book lists and a nature journal and all sorts of fun stuff. So thanks again for listening, and I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.